Hello, welcome to Black Living Room Talk, where we share and explore through conversation, stories, and information. We talk about the concerns that center around Black health, healing, and the systems that challenge our peace. I am your host, TBwahid. Yeah. Today, I'm talking about rest. It's a beautiful Sunday, about 12:45 p.m. Rest is a miracle. I want to talk about relaxation and why we need it and how it hits our bodies and minds, and especially what it means in our communities. Yeah. So let's look into some science to start off with. Relaxation, whether it's deep breathing, guided imagery, even stuff like meditation. There's real data saying these things lower your blood pressure, reduce anxiety, and legit help you heal. But here's the kicker. The CDC and NIH, they've shown that stress isn't spread out evenly. Black and brown communities deal with way more chronic stress, higher rates of hypertension, anxiety, and all that. And I mean, with all these stressors stacking up, racism, work, just trying to make ends meet, the science is not abstract for us. I'm thinking about a CDC study that showed Black adults in the US are I think, 40% more likely to have hypertension than white adults. That is wild. And it's tied to stress. Our bodies they're just doing the best it can. But after a while, it piles up. A friend of mine shared that she went to a sound bath in LA. It was in a tiny community center in Boyle Heights there, she said. And she said there was blankets on the floor, gongs, the whole nine. And you lie there and let the sound just wash over you. You start to feel your body let go. And the best part, she said, was it was free and packed with folks that look like you and me, African Americans, people of color. It's good to know that these wellness practices are popping up, and finally in neighborhoods that need them most. So, relaxation. See, it shouldn't be some bougie luxury. It's healthcare, straight up. And these science-backed ways, breathing, meditation, and music, they should be everywhere. They should be everywhere we are, not just in fancy studios. If we are talking about how we chill, gotta mention our roots. Historically, Black and brown cultures had their own deep methods to calm and heal. You look at African drumming circles, right? That rhythm isn't just for celebration, it's therapy, helping people connect and let go of pain together. And in Latin American communities, you've got curanderismo, like healing sessions with herbs, song, prayer. My grandmother, she used to swish that sage around the house, and as a kid, I'd just roll my eyes. Now, I kind of wish I'd paid more attention. These practices come from times when we had to figure out how out healing without the medical clinic in sight. In Atlanta, there's groups like the Black Yoga Collective, where folks meet up, swap stories, and just breathe together. It's meant for us, by us. Then you have Liberate and Meditation in LA, creating meditation spaces for Black and brown voices. That feels different. These rooms and spaces, they're not just peaceful, they are safe. Community, I love how it's at the center and it's ritual. You ever have that in your household? My grandmother, rest her soul, she had a nightly prayer ritual. Every night she'd gather us in the living room, close her eyes, clasp our hands, and pray out loud. It it wasn't like religious all the time. It was her way. It was just her way of naming our worries and saying, let it go for tonight. That's how I learned it's possible to slow down, even if the world's loud. It doesn't matter. Even if the world is loud, it stuck with me. Generational wisdom, not in textbooks, but it's gold. I think more young people are realizing these hand-me-down tools are actually pretty powerful when it comes to healing and blocking out stress. But not everyone can just go and lay down at a sound bath, you know? Let's be real. Access is still a huge roadblock. There are costs, lack of spaces, and honestly, walking into a wellness center where you don't see nobody who looks like you, that is intimidating in itself. The wellness industry has a rep problem. And finding a therapist, that's difficult too. There's a stat that blew my mind. Only about 4% of therapists in the U.S. identify as Black, which means most of us never see ourselves in that space, and it makes opening up a lot harder. This is why grassroots stuff is crucial. Therapy for Black Girls podcasts like Code Switch, they are helping to bridge this massive gap, showing us that mental wellness is for us too. Affordability and cultural understanding is needed as well. You can start a community relaxation workshop in your neighborhood. Call up some friends. Find a park. Just start small. You can meditate, share stories, play music. No fancy mats, just some blankets or whatever. Sometimes you gotta build that thing you wish you had. It's like planting seeds, you know? Healing doesn't have to be complicated, listeners. Grassroots solutions are springing up everywhere. Each bit of calm you claim for yourself is honestly a small revolution. I'm going to end today on that note. I'm glad you're here. Thank you for listening. Please stay tuned to Black Living Room Talk. I'll be bringing more conversation, stories, and information for your soul. Peace, love, and light, everybody. Hotel.